The People's Liberation Army Air Force, or PLAAF, has undergone a remarkable transformation over the past 2 decades. What was once a large but technologically outdated force is now, in 2025, a formidable and modern air arm. Its primary purpose has shifted from homeland defense to projecting power far beyond China's borders. The PLAAF is now an essential component of Beijing's strategy to secure its regional interests and assert itself as a global military power. This rapid modernization is not merely about acquiring new aircraft. It represents a fundamental change in doctrine, training, and operational capability that demands close attention from international observers. The sheer scale and speed of this development are honestly unprecedented in recent military history. Today, the PLAAF stands as the largest air force in Asia and the 3rd largest in the world, with approximately 395,000 active personnel. This figure includes pilots, ground crew, technicians, and command staff, all integral to maintaining a high state of readiness. The force operates more than 2,500 aircraft, with a significant and growing portion comprising modern 4th and 5th generation designs. This numerical strength is increasingly matched by qualitative improvements across the board. The PLAAF's leaders have clearly articulated their goal to build an air force capable of winning informationized local wars and conducting diverse military tasks, moving from a territorial air defense model to one capable of both offensive and defensive operations. The strategic importance of the PLAAF within China's military structure cannot be overstated. It is a key instrument for enforcing territorial claims in the South China Sea, and for applying pressure on Taiwan. Its expanding reach also allows it to protect China's growing economic interests abroad, such as those associated with the Belt and Road Initiative. The Air Force is organized into several theater commands, each with its own set of responsibilities, air bases, and assigned units. This structure is designed to facilitate integrated joint operations with other branches of the PLA, such as the Navy and the Rocket Force, a concept central to modern Chinese military thinking. This evolution has been driven by a deliberate and well-funded national strategy. China has invested heavily in its domestic aviation industry, reducing its reliance on foreign technology and enabling the production of world-class combat aircraft, weapons, and support systems. Companies like the Chengdu Aerospace Corporation and Shenyang Aircraft Corporation are at the forefront of this indigenous effort. The result is a force that is not only large but also increasingly self-sufficient and technologically sophisticated. As of 2025, the PLAAF is a credible peer competitor in the Indo-Pacific region, challenging the long-standing air superiority enjoyed by the United States and its allies. The PLAAF's combat fleet is a mix of advanced indigenous designs and capable Russian-derived aircraft. The most numerous and versatile fighters are the 4th-generation multi-role jets. The Shenyang J-16, which is a Chinese development based on the Russian Su-30 MKK, is a cornerstone of this force. It's a twin-seat, twin-engine heavy fighter known for its large payload and long range, making it ideal for strike and air superiority missions. Alongside it is the Chengdu J-10C, a lightweight single-engine multi-role fighter that's often compared to the American F-16. The J-10C is equipped with an active electronically scanned array radar and can carry a wide range of precision munitions, forming the high-low mix with the heavier J-16. China also operates a significant number of fighters derived from the Russian Sukhoi Su-27 family. These include the Shenyang J-11B, an indigenous version of the Su-27SK, and the carrier-capable J-15, which operates from the PLA Navy's aircraft carriers but is often included in broader air power discussions. While these aircraft are based on an older airframe, they've been extensively upgraded with Chinese avionics, radars, and weapon systems, keeping them relevant on the modern battlefield. These heavy fighters provide the PLAAF with a potent, long-range air-to-air capability, which is honestly essential for controlling the vast airspace of the Western Pacific. Their numbers ensure that the PLAAF can field a credible force for any regional contingency. In the bomber category, the PLAAF relies almost exclusively on the Xi'an H-6 family. While the H-6 airframe is based on the Soviet-era Tupolev Tu-16, the modern variants are vastly different machines. The latest version, the H-6K, is a strategic platform designed primarily as a missile carrier. It's equipped with new, more efficient turbofan engines, modern avionics, and a redesigned nose section housing a powerful surface search radar. The H-6K can carry up to 6 long-range land attack cruise missiles, such as the CJ-20, giving it the ability to strike targets as far away as Guam from the relative safety of Chinese airspace. This makes it a critical part of China's anti-access and area denial strategy. The development of a new strategic stealth bomber, tentatively known as the H-20, is perhaps the most anticipated future development. While details remain scarce in 2025, it's expected to be a large, subsonic flying wing design, similar in concept to the American B-2 Spirit or B-21 Raider. The introduction of the H-20 would represent a monumental leap in capability, providing China with a true intercontinental strategic strike platform. Its combination of stealth and range would fundamentally alter the strategic balance, allowing the PLAAF to hold targets at risk across the entire Indo-Pacific, and potentially even the continental United States, marking a new era in China's air power projection. The Chengdu J-20, also known as the Mighty Dragon, is the crown jewel of the PLAAF and the symbol of China's arrival as a top-tier military aviation power. As China's first operational fifth-generation stealth fighter, the J-20 is designed to compete directly with the American F-22 Raptor and F-35 Lightning II. Its primary role is believed to be air superiority, using its stealth characteristics to penetrate sophisticated enemy air defenses and engage high-value assets like AWACS and tanker aircraft. The J-20 features a distinctive canard delta wing configuration, internal weapons bays to maintain its low observable profile, and advanced sensor fusion capabilities. By 2025, the PLAAF has deployed a significant number of these aircraft, integrating them into frontline combat units. A key feature of the J-20 and other modern Chinese fighters is the widespread adoption of ASA radar. Unlike older mechanically scanned radars, ASA systems can track multiple targets in different directions simultaneously, and are more resistant to electronic jamming. This technology provides Chinese pilots with superior situational awareness. Furthermore, the J-20 is equipped with a distributed aperture system, or DAS, which is a series of optical sensors placed around the airframe that provide the pilot with a 360-degree infrared view. This allows for unparalleled threat detection, particularly for incoming missiles, and enhances the pilot's ability to understand the complex battle space around them without relying solely on radar. The PLAAF's weapon systems have kept pace with its aircraft development. The J-20 is armed with the PL-15, a very long-range air-to-air missile that outranges its American counterpart, the AIM-120 AMRAAM. The PL-15 is powered by a dual-pulse rocket motor, allowing it to maintain high energy in the terminal phase of its flight, increasing its probability of a kill against maneuvering targets at extreme distances. For shorter-range engagements, the PL-10 is a highly agile imaging infrared-guided missile with a high off-bore sight capability, meaning it can be fired at targets far to the side of the aircraft's nose, which is a crucial advantage in a dogfight. Beyond individual platforms, the PLAAF is heavily investing in networked warfare and artificial intelligence. The concept is to create a system of systems where fighters like the J-20 act as sensor nodes, sharing targeting data in real time with other aircraft, drones, ground-based radars, and even naval vessels. AI is being explored to assist pilots with data fusion, threat assessment, and mission planning, reducing their cognitive load in complex combat scenarios. This network-centric approach, where the whole is greater than the sum of its parts, is seen as the key to overcoming a technologically advanced adversary and is a central pillar of the PLAAF's modernization efforts. No modern air force can be effective without a robust fleet of support aircraft. And honestly, the PLAAF has made enormous strides in this area. Airborne Early Warning and Control, or AWACS aircraft, are really the flying command posts of the fleet. The primary platform here is the KJ-500, which uses a fixed radome ESA radar mounted on a Y-9 transport airframe. The KJ-500 is more advanced and capable than the older KJ-2000, and it has been produced in large numbers. These aircraft extend the PLAAF's radar coverage far beyond the range of ground-based systems, allowing for the early detection of enemy aircraft and the efficient management of friendly fighter assets during complex aerial engagements. Unmanned aerial vehicles or drones have become another critical component of the PLAAF's operational toolkit. China is a world leader in drone technology and has deployed a pretty wide array of systems. These range from high-altitude, long-endurance reconnaissance drones like the WZ-7 Soaring Dragon, which is used for maritime surveillance, to armed platforms like the Wing Lung and GJ-11 Sharpsword. The GJ-11 is a stealthy flying-wing unmanned combat aerial vehicle designed to penetrate heavily defended airspace for both reconnaissance and strike missions. These drones provide persistent ISR, that's intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance, and can even be used as loyal wingmen alongside manned fighters. Aerial refueling is absolutely key to extending the range and endurance of combat aircraft, and this was, for a long time, a major weakness for the PLAAF. However, the introduction of the Xi'an Y-20U tanker, which is a derivative of the Y-20 heavy transport aircraft, is rapidly changing this picture. The Y-20U can carry a massive amount of fuel, and is equipped with a modern hose and drogue refueling system, allowing it to refuel multiple fighters at the same time. The growing fleet of these tankers enables the PLAAF to project power further into the Pacific, keep combat air patrols on station for longer, and support long-range bomber missions, significantly increasing its strategic reach and operational flexibility. The PLAAF also operates a large and growing fleet of transport and electronic warfare aircraft. The Xi'an Y-20 Kunpeng heavy airlifter provides strategic transport capability, allowing China to rapidly deploy troops and equipment both within China and abroad. For electronic warfare, specialized aircraft based on the Y-8 and Y-9 airframes known as the Galaxin series are equipped with powerful jammers and signals intelligence equipment. These platforms are designed to disrupt enemy radar, communications, and command and control networks, blinding and confusing an adversary to create windows of opportunity for friendly strike packages to successfully complete their missions. This comprehensive support network is, really, what transforms a collection of aircraft into a cohesive and effective fighting force. When comparing the PLAAF to the United States Air Force in 2025, it's a story of a rapidly rising power challenging an established global leader. The USAF's greatest strength, honestly, remains its decades of experience in conducting large-scale, complex joint operations across the globe. It possesses an unparalleled global logistics network, a massive and modernized tanker fleet, and a level of combat experience that the PLAAF simply cannot match. The USAF's personnel are highly trained, and its non-commissioned officer corps is a significant force multiplier, providing a level of initiative and expertise that's really difficult to replicate. This vast reservoir of institutional knowledge and combat seasoning is a formidable advantage. However, the PLAAF holds a key advantage in geography. In any potential conflict in the Western Pacific, such as over Taiwan or in the South China Sea, China would be fighting on its home turf. The PLAAF can operate from a dense network of hardened mainland air bases, protected by one of the world's most sophisticated integrated air defense systems. This home field advantage means that China can bring a greater concentration of force to bear in its immediate periphery. In contrast, the US and its allies would be forced to operate from a smaller number of large, potentially vulnerable bases scattered across the region, making their logistics and operational tempo much more challenging to sustain. In terms of technology and equipment, the gap has narrowed significantly. While the USAF maintains a qualitative edge with platforms like the F-22 Raptor, which is still widely considered the world's premier air superiority fighter, the PLAAF is catching up fast. The J-20 is a highly capable peer, and China is producing modern fighters and missiles at a much faster rate than the United States. The PLAAF's strength is in its numbers and the modernity of its mainstream fleet. It doesn't have to maintain a large number of older legacy aircraft in the same way the USAF does. This allows China to field a force that is, on average, newer than its American counterpart. Ultimately, the PLAAF's primary weakness remains its lack of real-world combat experience and unproven capabilities in large-scale joint operations. While its training has become more realistic, exercises are just not the same as actual war. The USAF has been continuously engaged in combat operations for decades, honing its tactics, techniques, and procedures under fire. In 2025, the PLAAF is a powerful, modern, and highly credible regional force, but the USAF retains its position as the world's preeminent air power due to its global reach, combat experience, and the proven integration of its forces. The question is no longer if China can challenge American air dominance, but how effectively it can do so within its chosen theater of operations.